going to have to drop or stop Adamek, and that's why that cut now becomes an issue.
And it's important that you understand that if he's cut and the fight is stopped, that's a technical knockout victory for Michael Grant because it wasn't a headbutt. And it doesn't make any difference because after the 4th round it goes to the scorecards anyway. But Adamek is ahead on the score sheet, so. That's a Grant round. That's his first round of the fight. Getting interesting, Dave. We got 5 rounds to go. And I get 5 points separated.
Bearing in mind that Adamek showed some vulnerability late against Jason Estrada and had some vulnerability at points against Chris Arreola. There is a part in the fight where the opponent can come at him. And that's that juncture of the fight now.
Well, while we watch the work on the cuts over there, and they've done a great job in Adamek, across the way, Eddie Mustafa is really pumping up Michael Grant.
Let your hands go. That's all you got to do. It's up to you. It's up to you, man.
Morris Leon tabs Eddie Mustafa Muhammad.
It's up to you, man. Here we go, coach.
Still looking for that uppercut from Michael Grant. Let's see if he can execute it. What a night it'll be for Jim Turner. Jim, his manager, told me last night since his daughter was born, it was the greatest night of his life for the Yankee game with you and I. This would be a bigger night if Michael Grant could upset Tomasz Adamek.
That's he could be if he can parlay this cut.
Well, I tell you, Kathy Duba knew what she was doing when she made this match, and so did Ziggy Rozalski. Well, Jacobs of Integrated Sports knew what he was doing, selling it worldwide. There's a lot of countries watching this, and I know you're going to be enjoying it. This is getting real interesting now. Adamek is not the same guy he was in the first 5 rounds of this fight since he got cut in the 6th round. He's still got plenty of zip, though. He's got to fight smart now the rest of the way. My score, 69-64, is unofficial, but all the rounds that he won, David, the fans will recall me saying that clearly 10-9 rounds.
Well, yeah, Adamek got the big start early in this fight, and now he's got that lead to play with. And the interesting thing about the significance of it stylistically is that they feel that they're maybe seeing a slower, older version of a Klitschko matchup, and they want to see if he can get over this hurdle first before he takes on that one.
Well, it's a big hurdle yet because he's not through it. He's out in front. But Grant, if he wins this round, and he could win this round, as I say that, the double-triple jab by Adamek. You got 1 minute and 11 seconds to go. Grant has got to do something dramatic to win this round on the judges' score sheet, because right now this could go, at least 1 or 2 judges could go one way or the other. It's a close round.
You know, we saw a few years ago.
Is Adamek cut by the left
the other
side?
Well? He's the other side. He's cut badly now in 2 spots, and this is a small ring. Now that's working to his disadvantage in a big way. Yeah, he's fast enough to put on the track shoes and post, but this is not his kind of ring right now.
Well, he's getting busted up by the big guy right now. He gets clipped one more time in the last 30 seconds by Big Michael, and Michael's going to win this round. And Adamek is looking sloppy right now.
I think the cuts are his biggest enemies.
Absolutely.
I don't think the cards will affect him, but he's got 2 huge problems.
He get cut by the right eye in the 6th round, and here in the 8th round by the left eye. I can't tell exactly where it is, but it looks like it's below the left eye. We'll see him between rounds. But look at him, a little awkward on his feet. It's now Adamek whose legs look heavy. That's a Grant round, in my opinion. This is getting real interesting.
Give me water.
78-74 with 4 rounds to go. Grant has won the last 2 rounds and has got himself back in this fight.
He's got the hand that goes both ways. Keep doing it. You go to the body, come up to the head now. That's you looking better now.
Nice deep breath, Tomas.
Danny Milano doing a great job in Adamek closing those cuts up.
He's going to try to push you into the ropes.
Here's where the cut comes. Good jab here by Michael Grant. There's that 10-inch, and then he scraped him. So Adamek is back. DePage looking over at Grant, but nothing called here, so in the books.
Those are punches. Yep. This is round 9. The Colonel Bob Sheridan with Dave Bontempo. Tomasz Adamek was comfortably out in front, and Michael Grant has won the last 2 rounds. After 6 rounds, we didn't have Grant winning a round, but now he wins the last 2. So the second half of the fight could be his, unless Adamek can win at least 1 more of these rounds. Adamek's corner, as I said, is doing a great job in the cuts. Danny Milano, a super cut guy. They're not a problem right now, David.
Big thing a fighter has to do when his corner closes a cut for him is he has to give it a shot for the coagulant to work, and he's got to have a round where he doesn't get hit there, ideally, so he can be in good shape for the rest of the fight. So Adamek still has the ability to drift around, possibly take a round off if he can make himself do it, or at least buzz to the side so much that Grant can't get to him.
Now remember, the first 5 rounds were clearly Adamek's. The 6th round was a little bit closer. We gave it to Adamek, but then Grant, we think, won 7 and 8. So this could be anybody's fight right now if Grant keeps putting pressure on Adamek. Because Adamek is not fighting the same way now that he did in the first half of this fight.
No, and if Grant did get the 6th round, then the idea about it being interesting then goes to it being compelling. Because then you'd have a 2-point fight. And this is where he ran into some trouble against Jason Estrada the last 4 rounds of the fight here in February. Now, that wasn't because of a cut, but this is a tough assignment to come up and beat all these big guys. He's going to have to dig down and find a little more now.
Well, he just caught Michael Grant, so with a minute to go, this round is dead even. Grant must make a statement. He's got to attack now. He's got to get the killer instinct, and Adamek has to hold him off. Michael's coming on all right. He's got to hunt him down and fire the right hand. Instead, he's back to the jab. Adamek staying away. And remember, Adamek has to win at least one of these last rounds if he's going to get the decision, providing the judges have seen it the way we're seeing it. Adamek's not winning this round right now. The aggressor and the effective aggressor is Michael Grant.
Well, some of the pity pat stuff, maybe the shoe shine stuff we might call, the slapping, the soft punches that Adamek was landing earlier, Grant is now walking through them. And he's not distracted by them like he was earlier.
Tony boy, Grant is now bleeding profusely from the mouth, so he must have got cracked on the lips someplace along the way. But with 10 seconds to go, if he can put the pressure right now to finish it off, I think he's going to win this round. I mean, to me, Adamek just didn't do enough. Oh, big shot! That's all he needed at the end, was just an exclamation point. Grant wins the 9th round on my score sheet. And believe me, I've scored more than all these judges combined. So I'll take my score over theirs, but mine doesn't count.
You want to do this or not? He's dead, Mike. He's dead tired. Give it one last burst, folks. This is round 10 coming up. I need these last 3 rounds, Mike. I need them. Can I get them? Could I get him, Mike? I call time, I mean time. Stop. Mike, can I get you that 3 rounds? Come on, Mike. For your kids now.
All right, Grant coming on. Adamek does get a shot through there. Look what he has to do to get his punch home. But Grant is jumping on him now, whereas he was not earlier. All that stuff that Adamek is throwing at him is not distracting him. Now he's fighting like a big man against a smaller guy.
What I like is Grant is showing the fire that he was lacking in other fights. He can win this fight now, and if he drops him, he's right in the fight. Maybe it's time for the uppercut to come from nowhere from both of these fighters. They both have it in the arsenal, and we haven't seen it. This is round 10, Newark, New Jersey. Adamek won the first half of the fight, perhaps 5 out of the first 6 rounds, maybe 6 out of 6. Michael Grant, in our opinion, has won the last 3 rounds. This is exciting stuff now. You notice the Polish crowd is enthusiastically a little quiet, a little more concerned right now.
Yeah, no matter where you're sitting, it doesn't look good over these last 3 rounds if you're an Adamek fan. So they're trying to rally him. And the interesting thing now about how the size of this ring plays out, there's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to sit on this lead and coast. It's a rumble. There's not a lot of room. You have to earn everything now.
This ring is favoring Michael Grant right now. It's a perfect size for him. Here's Adamek trying to make a statement, wild with his left hand, whistles past the nostrils of Grant. Grant has got to get the fire going. He didn't have it in that first minute. Where is it? There's the stiff jab. Where's the right hand? Where's the uppercut? And you know, when you see a guy like Adamek starting to whine about a little thing like that, that tells you something too.
Yeah, he's starting to feel bullied a little bit in this fight. The big man, he bit off a lot. Grant, a substantial underdog, talks about in the pre-fight build-up to fading Michael Grant. That's how he was referred to. And he has stood up in the last 3 rounds very well for himself and put himself in a position to take this if he can continue.
The heads really bounce up against each other. Michael's got to turn it up a notch for the last round. He can win this round, and then the last 2 rounds are going to be a house of it. Look at that with a forearm. This is Michael Grant now showing that he has the determination. This is what Jim Thomas told me last night, that he's got the fire, but will he show it? And there's the loop. He's going to win this round if he keeps it up. And this is going to make the last 2 rounds really exciting. And it's just, I say that, Adamek showing what courage he has.
That's the best 3-punch combination he's landed in several rounds, but he stayed right in Grant's path. He went straight back after